Francis Ngannou, combat sports.
He won impressively, didn't he? Yeah, Stipe.
Stipe.
Stipe, I call him Stipe.
What's his Stipe Miocic, bro, like, it was just expected, innit? Like, it's like, I feel like with Ngannou, yeah, all we had to just know was that he knows how to defend takedowns, innit? Mm-hmm. Bro, I think it was like the third minute of the match, bro. He defended that takedown, stuffed it, took the back. I said, this match, I said, this fight is over.
It's done.
Like, it's done, bro. Because literally, I don't know if you guys have ever seen Ngannou Stipe 1, yeah?
I saw it, yeah.
Bro, it was literally like, first round, kind of, bam, bam, bam. Giving him some shots, but Stipe is made of vibranium, bro. Stipe he's not.
I saw that he tore his ACL in a fight or something like that. Like, against Cormier or something like that.
Oh, this any sort probably, yeah, I wouldn't even put it past him anyway. But literally, like, held a couple serious bangs. Second round, Ngannou's getting tired, getting lazy, bro. He took the life out, bro. He's just taking him down at will.
Who's resting on him?
Taking him down at will, resting on him, bro. And then, bro, the thing about fighting, it's like, when you're on the ground and you just can't do nothing, you feel helpless, bro. It's a mental thing. It's not even just like you're getting tired. It's literally like, what am I actually gonna do, bro? Literally, I'm trying to get out of this, like, bro. It sucks man out that, and then, bro, from there you're just done. First round, stuffing the takedown, and then even mentally now for Stipe, he's thinking, shit. So the one thing I could have done is not working now. So I've got to go toe to toe and box this fucking machine, bro. Like, and even the reason why he got knocked out is because he got Stipe Ngannou one. Thought he had him or something. Thought he rocked him or something. No. Bro, come back, counter punch, boom, short left hook, game things done. Like, literally, bro. And Ngannou, I think it's very scary to have someone like that as the champion, man. It's just, bro, he's Ronaldo, man. Like, literally, like, bro, he just can't.
He's beatable then.
Yeah, I think he was beatable. I don't know if you don't know his story, yeah?
Nah, I haven't looked too much into it.
Right, cool. So Ngannou, like, when you talk about struggle, like, he come from the mud. Like, that man there walked from Cameroon to France, basically, bro. Like, as in jumping on vans, getting rides through the Sahara Desert, getting to Morocco, getting kicked back to the desert, getting to Spain, going in jail, coming, like, when he got to France, he's homeless, he's eating out garbage bins and that, bro. Like, literally nothing, yeah. So he just wanted them, like, he wanted to be a fighter, innit? But these fighters that you see on the UFC, the NCAA state champions, wrestling from the Division 1, wrestlers from the age of 1, karate, black belt, jiu-jitsu, bro. Them man have like the foundation. But he's just a strong guy from Africa that just said, I want to be a champion. I'm African, bro, man. Literally. And then when he faced Stipe the first time, bro, I think he'd been fighting professionally for like maybe 4 or 5 years, bro. So all the fundamentals, everything that he now knows, he's now developed now. He didn't have that, bro. He's just a guy that comes to just knock people out. Like, literally, even there's an interview with him saying, like, he thought it was just kickboxing. Like, he's literally just like, he's just there to, like, fight. He didn't know about wrestling. He doesn't know when you get taken out what to do. So now we're talking about a guy that's mentally calm. Like, we call him Calm Francis now, bro. Mentally calm. Like, he reacts and he adapts in situations. Bro, that's a monster, bro. Yeah, that is literally a monster. That's like 4. That's 4. That's 4 when he got the rings in the Avengers, bro.
I mean, Ngannou, literally most of his fights, especially his last 4 fights, they didn't even last more than, or the average time was 71 seconds. He's a knockout artist in every shape.
Like, literally.
And form, I mean, he, like you said, he defended their takedowns excellently. I feel like on all fronts, tactically, mentally, technically, physically, you're just superior to Stipe, and I'm really happy for him, really proud of him, what he was able to do in the ring that day.
You're proud of him?
I'm proud of him.
Proud, bro. But I cried, bro.
It's the African takeover of UFC, it seems like.
I can't lie, UFC gets me emotional, bro. When I cry, bro. I'm dead ass. I'm in my room 4 or 5 a.m. whatever time. I'm crying, bro.
I don't know about. I'm not crying, but
I'm crying.
It's a big thing. But literally, the left hook was sweet. It was short. It was crisp on the button. See, Dylan White would be proud of that left hook. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, but he holds them.
Huh?
He holds them as well.
Ooh, Dylan White. Yeah. Okay.
What do you not think? Did you watch the White fight as well?
Yeah, White was impressive. I guess White did what he had to do in it because he knew lose that fight.
But my issue is it impressive or is it just like retribution? Like, because I remember the odds on the first fight. I didn't even bet on it because the odds were so shit. I was like, Dylan White has to win this fight and that kind of thing. And then when you get knocked out like that in the first fight, it's kind of like
even in the first fight he dominated.
Yeah, literally. So it's kind of like you got to when you come back, you kind of done what he was meant to do. Yeah. So I can't even be too proud of him. I don't even like the guy name. The guy's I met him before, you know.
Oh, you saw it ends, innit?
Yeah, he's bad vibes, man. You know the man there.
He's bad eyes.
Bro,
He just looks like a lad.
I
though.
think he's got a chip on his shoulder or something, bro. I remember I met him. I think it was at Main Brixton, something like that. I think he just come. Or maybe obviously some people just don't like even the fact that they get stopped and all that. But like, I feel like when you're from the ends, like you kind of like it's more like I'm not like some fucking white guy's gonna stop you. Like, let me take a picture. I'm just like, yo, Dylan, man, pick up you. Yeah, man, safe, man. You look good, yeah. Cool, like, cool. But when I met AJ, AJ's all hugging me like I've known him for 10 years, bro.
But AJ's much. AJ's a likable guy.
AJ's a company.
AJ's a yeah, like with AJ just
he knows
he's a people's champ.
But that's what I'm saying, and I think that's that always affects you. Like, firstly, mentally, I think that chip is always gonna be on Dylan's shoulder, innit? Yeah, and I think like there's that level of like adjusting to being a superstar that I think it does like take a toll.
It takes a toll, obviously. It takes a toll on your mindset. It takes a toll on how you fight. It's just as his mentality, isn't it? His mentality is like someone's always out to get him. And when your mentality is always out to get you, you can't ever let anyone in. So it's always hard to change how you are. That seeps into how you do playing in your sports and all of that. And that's what probably led to him getting knocked out the first time. Because White has been he's an attacker. He's a bull. Like, man, not gonna waste time. Got no time for defense and all of that. Like, you gotta
be like calm Francis.
Yeah, you have to be calm in it. AJ's a bit calmer. AJ is much calmer than him. AJ fights like.
Yeah, AJ has Olympic training. White doesn't have that. White. It's similar to Lawrence Okolie. He didn't have that many amateur fights.
No, but White had a serious kickboxing record though.
Yeah, kickboxing. But kickboxing is not boxing, G. I mean, kickboxing is enough for fighting, but
better sport.
He doesn't have the Olympic training. That's why.
Maybe Dylan White should have done the UFC thing.
That's why AJ probably should have. That's why AJ is more used to doing the company thing, selling himself, hugging the people, blah blah blah. Dylan White has axe to grind.
Look at Fury, man. Is Fury a company, man?
Yeah, but Fury's not on that stuff whatsoever. He doesn't give a toss. Yeah, but he's a gypsy king. He does what he wants, innit?
What do you think between AJ and Fury?
The thing is, Fury's been worrying me with the way he's talking, but then I always remember that Fury just chats crap. Like, he chats crap before the fight. I think Fury will win. I don't see him knocking out. It won't knock out AJ, but he'll win. He'll win the first fight. Second fight, maybe AJ will win.
I want AJ to win, obviously, but I feel Fury is the better fighter. I feel Fury would win. But
so you do think Fury's a better fighter than AJ?
Yeah, he is.
Fury's a better fighter. Has more wrinkles to his game. Even though AJ does have the skill set to win the fight and cause him serious damage, like AJ's a lot better than Wilder, and AJ can beat him. But for example, for me, I think it's like 55-45 in the favour of Fury.
The thing is, I can see. I'm telling you, if they fight twice, they'll split. They'll split with one fight each because whatever Fury does, because Fury will win the first fight because I believe Fury's adjustments, the way Fury fights, he's like tactical, like everything's adjustments. That's why AJ, if AJ were to win the first fight, I'll be shocked. Like, I'll literally be shocked because I think Fury's just got too much he can do.
I think inactivity might cause Fury a problem in the first fight.
He'll come out early in the first round.
But ain't they both had this like. They both had a fight last year, no?
No, Fury didn't
Fury
fight.
fought in February.
Yeah,
AJ fought in December. So AJ's
a bit more battle tested.
I mean, he's a bit more match sharp.
But the second fight, AJ will win because I think AJ will just come out and know what Fury's gonna do, and just tug it out.
Fury has many different fighting styles he can go into, so we'll have to wait.
But you said inactivity. If AJ starts just swinging it out, I don't think Fury has the power to really knock him out.
I mean, if Fury tries to do what he did to Wilder, he'll lose the fight.
Of course.
You can't fight like that against AJ.
What, in terms of what that?
Trying to just take it to him, be the bigger man, trying to make it like an inside type of fight. If he does that to AJ...
So he's got to fight on the outside against AJ?
Yeah, doesn't have fight exclusive on the outside, but if he does that, especially he's the bigger man, because AJ has to come into the inside to get to actually make contact, because his reach is less than Fury's, so he has to come into that range. So when Fury comes into the inside range, he's coming into AJ's territory, so it gives AJ a bigger chance of inflicting damage.
But the thing is, if Fury does come and make it an inside fight, AJ is like prone to getting hit. Like AJ gets hit. Like he gets hit. We really showed it even when his last fight. Like, he got hit. Like, he does take a beating. I just don't think Fury has enough power to really hurt AJ like that.
See, my thing is, the only thing that's confused me a little bit, is that like I've seen Fury fight and he looks good. He looks fantastic. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I just don't know where like his bells have come from, because like when we look at, like, I know obviously Klitschko is probably the biggest name that he did, and obviously when he did it at the time he did it was like a very like monumental thing, but I'm just like, man, that AJ's CV looks better. Obviously, and Wilder, but AJ's CV looks better. Like,
Did he beat Pulev?
No, he didn't beat Pulev.
He's the one that he beat that tall Russian don before Klitschko. Is it Valiev?
No, that was David Haye, bro.
Oh, who was it? No, because before he fought Klitschko, Fury beat someone. I can't remember who it was.
Guys on Fury's list is Chisora, Klitschko, and Wilder. They're the really notable guys.
But the thing is with Fury he hasn't really in the past just fought loads of fights. He just picks and chooses the fights that he kind of fights. Because I don't think his heart he's not really like. His heart's not in boxing. Like Fury's just up and down. Like it just is what it is. Like remember how up he got after the Klitschko fight, and then he just came down to rock bottom.
Yeah,
that's when Wilder thought he could just thump him up.
Wilder thought he had an easy one. I mean, it's interesting.
And yeah, but then AJ's like CV is so much better. Yeah, it's consistent, but then obviously that loss against Ruiz now.
Yeah, but I feel like, and that's one thing I hate about fighting. Yeah, it's like a loss. Like, so, do you know what I mean? Like, bro, imagine a footballer like losing one match and then being like, oh my days.
In boxing, the undefeated record means so much.
Because who is in the GOAT conversation other than Mayweather that has an undefeated record for him?
It's only Mayweather.
Like, it's not a thing. And then now you got people that are like 10-0 and they're worried about facing the main dons because they don't want to lose their bro. Like, bro.
Hey, until boxing becomes more like authoritarian, like UFC,
bro, literally,
and they have an overlord or something like that.
Yeah, but the UFC boys, they're getting underpaid. So
yeah, that's it. That's the payment.
Yeah.
The revolt is coming.
Yeah,
no, but
John Jones is going to lead this.
But
I just said, show me the money. He knows.
But boxing's money's starting to dwindle.
Is it?
The revenues might dwindle. It's only the big fights.
Like, look, no one, like, bro. As in I don't know. Wait, okay. You man, obviously my socials are like heavily UFC. I follow all the UFC pages, ESPN and UFC, BT Sport. UFC. Yeah. Did you not see more promo for the Ngannou Miocic fight than the Wyatt Provokin fight?
Yeah, I saw more Ngannou. I think
like,
because UFC is more starting to overtake.
I did, bro. As in, if I didn't go and look out and say, "Well, when's this fight?" I would not have known this fight was happening, bro.
Yeah, but Wyatt's
not really a big name.
No, but Wyatt Provokin is not comparable to Ngannou and Miocic fight.
So is that more okay? So more like an AJ Fury. That would be more like an AJ Fury.
I mean,
with the AJ Fury, you can see with the boxing big fights, there's revenue to be made because these are the big names. But obviously, when you come up the rank, it's not the same as UFC. I think UFC's got a little bit more exposure at the lower levels or the lower ranks because you can see the growth. But at the highest level, when you got the big names making their fights. It's uncomparable. It's uncomparable.
Yeah,
like when you got a big name.
Equating that Fury AJ, their fight might be worth in totality like over 300 mil. That's Mayweather Pacquiao.
With the first one.
Yeah, Mayweather. I think for both fights actually.
Yeah, it's gonna be top. Like it's gonna be top 5.
Yeah, grossing. I mean,
because it's top 5 grossing, but you know that, and then you're gonna get the interest of America, hopefully, because you know Americans are quite snobbish. They really don't see the effect of the British heavyweight division.
But surely they must with AJ and.
They would much rather Wilder be there, but obviously it's not. So.
Yeah,
I swear, do you even like it Wilder in America though? Because
the heavyweight division,
even like it's so like bro. Like I remember I watched a video of like they went to America and they were like, "Do you know who Deontay Wilder is?" And
that's what Fury was in, yeah.
And then they were like, "Do you know Tyson Fury?" Like, yeah, the boxer guy. Yeah. Bro, like,
I know Fury would do something
like that. Bro, I don't know if you can check Wilder's following. Does he even have like 10 million followers, bro?
I don't know. I don't think so.
That too.
Bro, like literally, like that's.
But Wilder hasn't been promoted well enough. Because his career's been.
He fights bums as well, bro.
Yeah, it's been.
That's what I
staged.
Bro, I don't know. You might need to get proper into UFC, bro. In UFC,
you can't fight bums
like,
in UFC.
You can hardly. There's hardly any champs that have more than one title defense that can only say they fight bums, because as soon as you get to the title or the next guy you're facing, it's going to be levels, bro. Bro, Jan Blachowicz, bro. If man told me he's gonna be champion 3 years ago, I'd have been like, you're chatting shit. He's the champ. He's the champ now, bro. He's beating Reyes. He's beating JDS. He's beating Israel. Like, bro, his CV now is like, yo. If he retires now and someone looks at his CV, they'll be like, what? Who's this guy, bro? He was fucking hard, bro. Like, literally, bro.
What's the like path for Israel now after he lost that fight?
Does he 21?
I think he'd be alright, man. I think he's obviously.
Does he fight him again? Does he fight?
No, he's not going to rematch Jan straight away because he's got to defend his 185 title. Okay. Because he's trying to do double champ.
So
that fight, I mean, for me, he went up in weight 20 pounds. That's the thing.
He should have won that fight, to be honest. First 4 rounds, I would say was.
I mean,
I think he was in control.
He lost unanimous decision. I think it was the takedowns in round 5. That's what really did him. I mean, to be honest, he was getting struck a lot. I mean, maybe the extra weight made him a lot slower than he usually is. I mean, he dared to be great. I mean, that's the price he paid, unfortunately.
Now, guys are going to say Khabib. If you just stayed at his one weight, it would have been fine.
Khabib?
Yeah, because obviously, guys, Khabib was only a one weight champion, isn't it?
Only a one weight champion. And, bro, I think Khabib struggled with a few of his weight cuts as well. But I think with Izzy, I think it's just going to be a case of like, that's the thing again, bro. Like 20-0 is ridiculous, bro.
Especially in UFC.
I'm saying, so everyone's saying like he lost the match. Bro, he is 20-0, bro. He's lost one fight. Bro, you could be like, GSP's record is what? I think it's like 19-3 or something like that. Bro, you could be like in the GOAT conversation with a 20-3 record, bro. Like, or 24, obviously you need to be like 25-3. You can't lose his next 3 matches that he's done out there. But like literally, like if he defends that middleweight belt,
did he fight
3 more times maybe?
Did
like,
he fight John Bone Jones in the end?
That one I don't see it anymore, just because
he lost his.
Because he lost the heavyweight, and just because Jones, so now he has to go back down to middleweight, and because Jones has gone up to heavyweight, I feel like like someone's gonna have to put on a lot of weight, or someone's gonna have to lose a lot of weight, and Jones doesn't care for it as much as Izzy would care for it. So I can't imagine Izzy.
Has Jones fought at heavyweight yet?
No, he's gonna do his first fight. So hopefully, if the UFC pay the bucks, we can get a Jones and Ngannou fight.
Jones, man, he's always talking, bro.
That's the thing. Ngannou's taking Izzy's spot to fight Jones, the big money fight. So
that is money.
How much would that make though? What's the revenue of that? That's not over 10 mil.
What, as in for the fighters or for revenue?
For the fighters, they don't make that
I
much.
I think Jones is basically pushing to get like maybe like probably like 6-7 mil.
That's not a lot. That's why I can say there's a disparity.
See, but I think, bro, everyone forgets the growth is recent though. Like, bro,
2
years ago, would you be on a podcast right now talking about UFC?
I don't think so. I think McGregor was coming out.
Beyond McGregor.
No, but yeah, McGregor, you wouldn't know many names.
Every name that was talking about, Ngannou's Sleepy A1 was in 2018,
so
bro.
When Rousey lost, I probably would have discussed that if I was talking about if I had a podcast at the time.
That's it. I think Rousey and McGregor were like the two like names that kind of like put UFC on the map.
I think they're still the biggest names though.
But they're very sporadic.
I can Rousey be the biggest.
No, Rousey's still probably the biggest name in
what? As in WWE wrestler, Rousey?
No, but if you ask someone on the street who would you say name a female UFC?
No, I think Adesanya's probably like
female.
Or female. Amanda Nunes, isn't it?
Or
in terms of names.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rousey.
But
when you get to a certain point, but she's been in WWE, to be fair. And I feel like DC's trying to get into WWE. He's not trying to say it, but I think he wants to.
Call me trying to do WWE.
Bro, they keep calling that Booker T, fam. Like,
oh, no. Call me.
Bro, Booker T been sending for them on his podcast and that.
Sean O'Malley talked to me. I was watching him before today's episode. And he's looking very interesting. He has that kind of Conor McGregor type swag about him.
Well, he's got the swag still.
Bro, if you man trying to get stocks in UFC, bro, Sean O'Malley, bro, jump on. I'm leading that train, bro. Sean O'Malley, bro. Who's he lost to? Because I heard that he's trying to dispute his loss or something like that. He's not disputing. Everyone keeps biting, bro. He's not disputing it, bro. He basically he had a fight, his previous fight before this one. So last weekend, he beat Thiago Thomas Almeida. Beautiful performance, flawless. The only flaw was that he knocked him down first round. And tried to walk off, and then the ref said, "Oh, man, what?" The guy stood up, bro. And then obviously that everyone's like, "Oh, fuck's sake, bro." Now imagine you get knocked out.
Imagine you got knocked out after that.
Another 2.5 rounds, flawless performance. Last 2 minutes or two, knocked him down again. Was about to walk off again. Ref was like, "No," like everyone's like, "Why is he doing it again?" Went up to him, just strolled up to him, bro. Literally, like more he walked up to him like he was gonna say, "Hey, you good, bro? Like, let me help you up, bro." Boom, banged him, ref said. And everyone's like, "Oh, why did he do that?" Like, but he wanted to leave it. Everyone's like, "No, you gotta finish the fight, man." But yeah, fight before that, he lost to Chito Vera. He was doing what he does, like, as in he's like I keep saying that, but he fights how Mahrez plays football.
It's just
flary guy, back spinning, back kicks, all of that stuff, and then the guy kicked his leg in, but it was like if you looked at the fight, you'd be like, "Oh, there's a minor kicking it," but apparently it hit a nerve. Deaded his leg. He was walking on it for a little bit, rolled his ankle like 3 times, just fell over, and then the guy jumped on top of him and
was it?
£500. But it's like he doesn't like. He just sees it as like I didn't lose because I was the guy was better than me. I lost because I just like it was a freak injury, like, and hit a nerve in it. Like Conor McGregor got fucking leg kicked 100 times. That was like a fucking like that was a mad thing. If just one kick that just hits a random nerve, it's a bit different.
I think McGregor's fighting Poirier.
Yeah,
they're fighting again.
Yeah, for July.
I thought Sean said Sean wants to be on the co-main event fight Dominic Cruz, which I believe is a former champion.
Yeah, Cruz is one of the bantamweight goats still.
I mean, when your nickname Sugar, I'm gonna look at you very, very closely.
All the sugars are crap, man.
Huh?
All the sugars are crap.
To my boxing. Like, chill out.
Sugar, I mean,
After the main Sugar Ray Robinson, Sugar Ray Leonard, I don't know, all them take them.
Sugar Shane Murphy's good as well. He's an all-time great. He's probably a top 50 boxer of all time. And he defeated Oscar De La Hoya, I think, twice.
Oscar De La Hoya's coming back.
Oh yeah, I don't know. All these old men are coming back, man.
Bro,
I heard they
Tyson
offered,
made it cool for him.
they offered Tyson. I think Hollowford offered him 25 mil.
Yeah.
They're fighting Vegas.
This is bro, Jake Paul, man. Jake Paul and Logan, bro.
Yeah, the YouTube boxing is a whole new thing, man.
It's like if these YouTubers can make money, surely the real original.
I think Jake Paul's got another fight, or is it one of them? They've got another fight coming up.
Yeah, against Ben Askren, bro.
Ben Askren. Well, Ben Askren's more of a wrestler type, isn't he?
Yeah, he's. To be fair, no, I think he's a wrestler. Sorry, he's a wrestler type. I was gonna go out to say he's gonna get knocked out, but bro, there's a certain level of heart that you gotta have to be a fighter in it, and I feel like Jake Paul don't have that in it.
Yeah, because he lost to KSI, man.
Like literally,
Yeah, that was Logan Paul.
That was Logan Paul.
Oh, Jake Paul. Jake Paul. He knocked
Nate
out.
Robinson.
Nate Robinson can't come. I hope I never want to see him on the screen.
There's a certain level of heart you gotta have, like, bro.
He's actually fighting a real fighter.
Askren's been kneed in the head, like, do you know what I mean? He's been through wars, innit? Like, so, like, I don't think you're gonna knock him out. And even if he's not a sick boxer, obviously he's
if I'm Askren, I'm taking that fight every year. Of course, the
piece
that Askren's making.
He's done it for the piece, though.
Yeah, that's the reason why McGregor. I think one of the reasons why McGregor's heart in UFC will never be the same is because the money he tasted in that Mayweather fight, he will never taste it in UFC.
And what did the late great Marvin Hagler say? What's that saying? You know what they're saying?
I remember he said it last week. I can't remember exactly.
It's hard to go run out and do road work when you've been sleeping in silk pajamas.
Yeah.
Well, it's hard to go do road work at 5 a.m. when you've been sleeping in silk pajamas.
Fam, he's sleeping in the silkiest pajamas. McGregor's been to the top. He's seen it all.
It's the mountain top. He probably got like 8 mil from that fight. It's crazy.
It's screaming 100.